Hi, my name is Martin Solano with Solano Cycle with another review. This is the genuine Roughhouse. It comes in two versions. They have the regular version and then they have the sport version, which is this is the sport version. Same body and frame and engine. The differences between a regular model and a sport model is the tires. They put on a street tire with a 12-inch wheel instead of a 10-inch balloon type tire for the regular version. The regular version is basically like a dual sport type bike. They put a fatter tire on it, almost like a Yamaha Zuma would do, and a dual sport tire, which is a small, like a slight knobby tire, but it's also a street tire as well. They also add these hand guards. They have unique paint schemes for it. They put a different seat on it, slightly lower seat. Those are the primary differences. They also put an upgraded shock on the rear. There is a slight difference in price. The regular one, MSRP is $19.99 for 2016. These are $21.99 for 2016, I believe. But with that said, they're fundamentally the same bike. So we're going to go over some of the features. They are a two-stroke motor. It's a 50cc two-stroke. It has it goes between about 42 and 45 miles per hour. Definitely one of the faster scooters on the market. This and it's the sister bike to this is the genuine Buddy. Are definitely very quick, zippy scooters. Arguably two of the faster scooters on the market. We're going to go over a few features on this one. All the genuine Roughhouses and Buddies come with a cell phone charger built into it. It's a USB charger right here. That's standard. You can add this to other bikes, but it's just nice that this comes as a standard feature. They also have a 2-year bumper-to-bumper limited warranty, unlimited mileage. That includes roadside assistance. So if you break down, run out of gas, lose your key, they will come to your aid 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 2 years at no charge to you. The warranty does cover parts and labor, unlimited mileage. These are high-end scooters. They are not the economy mainland China bikes. Genuine Scooters is the brand name. It's actually manufactured by a company called PGO out of Taiwan. They've been in business for decades, making very, very high quality scooters. And they're one of the few that still you're able to get a 2-cycle engine with. The advantage of a 2-cycle is it is a little more powerful for the same size motor than a 4-stroke would be. But the disadvantage is that it smokes a little bit, so it's not quite as good for the environment. But it is getting between 65 and 100 miles per gallon, so you are saving quite a bit of fuel. There's under-seat storage on this bike. You just probably use the key to pop the seat right here. So you can see the storage compartment right here is pretty deep. It's not super wide. You notice it gets a little narrow here, so you may have trouble getting a full face helmet in here, but it is quite deep, a little deeper than your typical scooter. So let's see here. The bike does come with, we talked about the speed. The bike does come limited from the factory at 30 miles per hour, and you can remove those limiters in Florida as long as you don't tamper with the motor. It's still 50 cc's. This bike with the limiters off, like I said, does generally between 42 and about 45 miles per hour, depending on the conditions and the weight on the scooter. It just like all scooters, it does have two stands. You have a center stand, which is what it's on right now. You can slide it off the stand, and you can see the seat height on this. These have very comfortable seats, particularly in the regular version. One notable feature is very softly sprung, and the seat is very soft. So it's definitely a comfortable bike, but also a very sporty bike. You can step off the stand on this. Always step off the bike on the left side. You have a side stand you can put it on, just like with all scooters, or you have a center stand. You just step down right here. You have a backward kickstarter, like all scooters. They are electric start, front disc, rear drum, standard setup. They have high beam, low beam, turn signals. You can push button to shut off your turn signals. You have a horn. One feature of the genuine scooters is they give you an upgraded horn. So instead of having a standard beep beep sound, it is much throatier, much deeper. It's a signature of the genuine scooters horn. So you also have hazard warning lights on this. You have electric start. You just turn the key on, hold the brake, and hit the starter button like on all scooters. I'll show you that. It doesn't have a battery in it, but I can show you. Just on all scooters, you just turn the key on, hold the brake, hit your starter button right there, and it's just gas and brakes. That's your front brake and that's your rear brake. All scooters, it does just like with all scooters, it does have a steering column lock. You just turn this and kind of wiggle that and pull it out. Locks your steering column. We always recommend locking your steering column when you get off your bike if you don't want it stolen. One thing you can also do if you're in a high crime area, which we highly recommend, is get a good quality lock. You know, there's different kinds of locks. You can get U-locks, you can get grip locks that go on here. You know, our experience, we've been doing this 20 years, the most common lock is a 6-foot armored cable lock. They run, you can get a Master Lock one that we sell for about $37. Comes with a lifetime warranty for Master Lock. With that, it gives you a lot more flexibility on how to lock the bike. If there's a pole, you can lock it to the pole because it's 6 feet long. It coils up and fits under the seat, but you can wrap it around the, like this is what they recommend in Key West, which is a very high crime rate for stealing scooters. You run them through the wheel and you wrap them around the frame right here. It locks it like that. That way you're locking the wheel to the frame, and it's really hard to steal. They'd have to pick it up to take it. You could also put it around the rear wheel. You could put it through this, although this is easier to take off. But generally speaking, if you put a lock through one of the wheels, most of these are going to go after something that's not locked. So, one other feature on the that I didn't mention on the sport version is they give you LED turn signals, so it's an upgraded turn signal for it. But this is the genuine Roughhouse. I think I've covered just about everything on it. It is a great scooter, very popular, very dependable. It is not a mainland China product. It has a great warranty, and probably one of the best warranties in the country that's standard. Best standard warranty, because they, like I said, 2 years, unlimited mileage, bumper to bumper. And they cover virtually everything on the bike other than things that are, you would consider routine, like, you know, and no brand covers this. Things like your battery. If it's a defect right out of the box, you're going to cover the battery. But generally speaking, after 6 months or a year, you're not going to cover the battery because those generally go dead from not being used or you know, generally mostly from just sitting. You know, if you get a hole in your tire or something like that, obviously that's not a factory defect, but they cover, you know, and then routine wear and tear brake pads. Those are things that are considered routine wear and tear. Drive belts. But come stop in and see us. These bikes do come in. This is the sport model comes in this titanium color you see for 2016. It also comes in a matte red. The regular version comes in a matte black, and it comes in white. So stop in and see us, and we'll be happy to let you sit on them and see what scooter's the best for you. Thank you. Hi, there's one other thing we forgot to mention on this. This is a 2-stroke. Your oil tank for this is right here on the Roughhouse. Let me show you right here. Just pop that out. That is, there is a hanger right there, so you can hang a bag. This is your 2-cycle oil tank. All you do is just fill that up and kind of forget about it. We do recommend about every 2 or 3 tanks of gas just topping that off to keep it full, but it'll physically last you probably about 7 to 10 tanks of gas. It does have a bright red warning light on the dash that comes on when you get low, just like a low fuel indicator. Just, you know, as long as you don't ignore that bright red indicator, you're fine. Just when it comes on, just add a little bit of oil to it, and you'll be fine. You can't miss the indicator; it's super bright red. The other thing is your fuel tank is right here on the bike, and it just takes premium unleaded. So on this particular one, you just put you line the arrows up when you're taking it, open and closing it, and that pops it open. Holds a little more than a gallon of fuel. Run premium unleaded in it, and with the gas mileage, you won't notice the extra quarter it costs for premium fuel. So that is the bike. And once again, stop on in and see us, and we'll be glad to show it to you. Thank you.